No, I know.
Yeah, no,
I don't.
Not
Get
at
away.
all. But what even better is he printed out some tasting note sheets for us, and he let any member who was here kind of play the game along. You know, like he was actually literally working and making notes, but he was informing kind of how his process goes. So the other members were also tasting. And then he left all the bottles because he was like, these are either going to go in the trash or you guys can drink them.
And so
Wow.
you
So-
based on your authenticity, said,
I
no
said,
reason to throw those
I will
away.
totally drink them.
Yeah. So we are drinking from Archer. Let's try that again.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks, my friends. We are drinking Archer Vineyards 2016 Pinot Noir. Hopewell.
Voice.
I know, it's
Isn't that
awesome.
awesome?
It's out of
You need a
Willamette
podcast.
Valley, Oregon.
Oregon.
Damn, it's out of Willamette
Okay.
Valley, Oregon. Come
So
on.
here's a question.
Oregon.
I was
Is
just
it Oregon or
talking to- I don't know.
Oregon.
I say Oregon. But I did just speak with a winemaker, a friend of mine who consults. He's got a really great label here in Sonoma County, but he consults for a label in Willamette Valley,
Thank you very much.
Oregon. And of course, I was like, Willamette Valley. He's like,
Willamette.
man, Willamette.
Willamette?
Yeah.
Willamette.
And I don't
Willamette.
know if, again, somebody told me, just
Right.
like the Australian accent.
This is like Prescott, Arizona.
So-
Prescott. You know?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
from
Come on
Arizona,
now.
and we
Oh,
always
see?
said Prescott.
Boo
Right.
on
And
touchy people, by the way.
That's what I've heard.
Boo on what?
Right.
Touchy people. They
Yeah.
having a
That's
last
true.
name that is ridiculously complicated, and it's Ybarrolaza.
Oh, you mean
Say it
did they
again.
say?
Ybarrolaza.
One more time.
Ybarrolaza.
Ybarrolaza.
Very good.
Hey, hola.
What do your
Ybarrolaza.
kids? I wondered this one day. I was typing your name out
Yeah.
for something, and I was like, I wonder what happens on the first day of school for his kids when they show up and the teacher's doing roll like the first
yeah.
day. And
I could tell you.
Do
no,
they- do they roll their
you just get
eyes
the
and-
pause, and then you just pronounce it for them.
what are your son's names?
So it's like John and James.
So the teacher does she go like James Y?
So she
James
gets,
Y?
no, well, because I'm not there, I can't speak to what happened for them. But for me, it
But
was
they
always
told you.
Yeah. Well, that would require interacting with my children. But it was always
Simple life,
I know.
yes.
It was always the pause. You get the pause, and when you
Yeah.
get the pause, you just jump. You fill the pause.
Phil
Ybarrolaza, and you raise your hand.
Yeah.
You're like, yep,
It's funny.
it's
It's
me.
weird. It's like instinct. Just talking about it. You raise your
And
hand.
when you were when you got married. Did your wife take your name?
She split it.
She did. She took it and then split it up in a bunch of parts.
Like, so
By
what
the
do you
way,
mean?
speaking of no, so she hyphenated.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, because that's not
So much easier.
long enough.
I know, right? Well, figured, she can go both ways with that because if she wants to use her old ID, it's still
Yeah.
functional. And
This, folks, is why your IDs are now 7 inches long.
Oh,
so there's
man.
a whole other section of a name.
I think
Hyphen,
she's at
hyphen.
17 letters on the last name
What's her
without the hyphen.
other last name?
Farquhar.
Oh, fuck.
Farquhar. Oh,
What did you say that?
no, it's pronounced Farquhar. I think you
Not
said
Farquhar.
Farquhar.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, we swear here, but it's usually not that blatant.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
There you go.
Excuse
You
me.
guys
I
have
just
to own it. Oh, it's not Farquhar?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's Farquhar.
Farquhar.
Got it.
So
Yes, of
Ebar-
course. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
And
you
Danielle
know what
is
I've noticed
now
too
the
is
shade
there's
of a Christmas shirt,
right.
nice and red.
I've noticed there's integration of last names too. Has anybody seen this? I can't.
What's that mean?
nobody comes to mind other than
well,
like
just
there's a
run with my
reporter.
last name,
Right.
Smith.
Smith. There you go.
Integrate that for me.
I've always said that when people look at my last name, they say it's pronounced Smith.
Yes, right.
No, but they would combine, husband and wives would combine their two last names to create a new name.
Who does that?
No, my friend. Okay, it wasn't a
Yeah.
combination, but my friends
Right,
just
right.
chose Pelican. They were getting married on the beach.
Oh, really?
They got married on the
Random.
beach, and pelicans are flying by, and they're doing the name thing, and they just look at each other and go, "What do you think about Pelican?"
Wait,
Pelican.
so he
Pelican.
and she changed their name
Yep.
to Pelican.
Yep.
Okay, so let me tell you.
Like just a single name each? Like
Yep.
they share the same name?
Yeah, it's their first,
They're
middle,
both
and last
like-
name, Pelican. It makes it really easy.
Right.
You
Like
can just
Sting or Cher or something. We're both Pelican. Hello, Pelican.
Neither of you are divorced, right? Or neither
No,
of you
no.
had a previous spouse, right?
Not that I know
had
of.
a
What are you
few.
trying to get at?
Not yet.
I've had a few, and I'm not gonna lie. It's very easy to change your name when you get married.
Right.
It's hard as hell to
Yeah.
go back to your maiden name when you get divorced. I
Right.
don't understand why it's so hard. Like they really want to tie you to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
So-
because it's a man's world, right?
Yeah. Damn straight.
I
Sorry.
will never change my name again. I mean, I will probably never get married again. But even if I did, I would never.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it wasn't a big thing for me. I
Wait, you
mean,
mean-
for some people, it's a thing, man. It's like we're getting married, you're taking my name,
Got it.
Really?
A big thing not being
I think it's a
the
thing.
length of your name, but the fact that your wife wasn't
Maybe in the-
It's a
necessarily
big name.
attached to take you to it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. If you married me, I would be like, I'm just gonna keep my name.
Yeah, I think I keep my name.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, some people are very serious. You know, it's like, it's weird little hangups people have. I've noticed like finding out the gender of your child pre-birth.
Right.
For some people, it's like really an emotional thing. Like they don't want to know.
Yeah. Just ask that firefighter in Arizona that set off the
I know,
blue
right?
bomb
Did you
and-
see that? The bomb for the gender announcement party?
Gender announcement party.
You didn't see this?
No, but I've seen some of these gender announcement parties. And
Yeah,
they're
it's getting a little crazy. So,
yeah.
Yeah. It was
yeah,
just-
it was on
just
fire
epic.
in Fuego.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
and so now he's paying.
No, you gotta hear the story.
$500,000 in penalties.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't
Barton,
know.
you got to hear the story. So is it, Barton, tell us the story.
I recently actually I just did one of those little typical nowadays flip things with the phone and saw it and I just read the caption.
Yeah, the
photo.
paragraph, yeah.
It was a blue powder bomb that he shot with a rifle. And it set off a spark and caused a ground fire that then turned into like a forest fire.
A forest fire.
Yeah. And,
Oh
and
my
isn't he
gosh.
with? I don't even. Is he a firefighter or a
There was
cop or
something like that. Yeah, there
He
was some kind of
he was
public service thing in
yeah,
there.
Yeah, exactly. So
First responder.
the guilt that he must feel, let alone the debt that he now has.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
So, I want to know.
See, that's
Barton.
what fun. Yes,
Barton.
Talk to me.
Tell me, what is give me one hang up that you have. Talking about
You gotta have a
shall
lot of
we
those.
pick just one.
right?
I know.
Let's be authentic. Let's get to know you a little bit better.
Sure, absolutely. Yep.
It's a safe space.
Yep. I totally.
Yeah. This is totally between us.
Just lean closer to the black foam in front of you. So I think the biggest hang up that I've got that, and I think this is a hang up that causes stress in the family and things like that, is the fact that I'm kind of a perfectionist. And so, when somebody says I clean the bathroom, well, yeah, you did. Not really, but and so then as a dad, you don't say, well, you kind of did, and
You
so
say you didn't. Go do it again.
I'd say, yeah, you know what? That's great. Excellent. Let's look at some, things next time. Let's look at doing the tile or wiping down the backsplash or, actually scrubbing the toilet this
Flipping
time.
the seat up.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe wiping the urine stains off.
Perfectionism, I think, would probably be the hang up that's revealed to me most often through my family and activities.
Nice way.
Yeah.
The PR version.
But my clients in real estate really like it because I'm really focused on detail.
Totally.
So for my
Right.
career, it helps and can certainly get in the way, like when I'm working on certain projects and it's taking too long to get them done. But I tell you, clients do appreciate that, because you're focused on details and looking after
Interesting.
them, reducing stress in their lives by
Yeah.
going, I got this. I'm the quarterback for this,
Yeah.
Have you had anybody like a client say, "Lighten up, man. We're just trying to get into a place."
A little bit.
Right. I mean, that's a good problem to have, though.
right.
Yeah. And you?
That is.
What's your hang up?
Oh God, I've got so many
your
hangups. I wasn't
That's
ready
my
for that.
favorite Christmas song.
Yeah,
by-
I'm wearing
or
my
Christmas movie, by the way.
my Elf T-shirt from the Elf
Yes.
movie with Will
That
Ferrell.
movie is so good.
And it says, "Smiling is my favorite,"
It
I
is.
love it.
Yeah.
And hugging raccoons.
and hugging raccoons.
I love the scene where
In
he
the
has
movie,
the
you don't-
spaghetti and he puts the candy and the marshmallows
Yes.
and the syrup.
And the syrup on
The
it.
syrup is
It
key.
makes me want to gag every time.
The raccoon scene when he leans down toward the raccoon and says, "Oh, you need a
Oh, yeah.
hug," and then he gets attacked. So,
Or,
all right.
yeah, the scene.
Hang up. No, we're going back to
with
Phil's hang up.
hang up.
I want to hear
Yeah,
it.
What's
no,
your hang-up?
I mean, look at that.
I don't have a lot of hangups.
You're pretty chill.
I am.
You're pretty chill.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I wasn't ready for that.
Okay.
What about
will
you?
say that
Could we just call your
as
wife
I
really quick?
age-
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think. I'm gonna
We
think.
should do that. We should put her on speakerphone.
That'd be
maybe.
great.
That would be awesome.
We could do that when Alexa's here. That's
Okay,
We're
last
gonna
week
get
we had
Alexa
Alexa.
Yeah.
I have
All right, go.
I have a few actually. I'm a recovering neurotic, and I think I'm starting to chill out as I get older. But I will say that I don't know if this is considered a hang up or what, but the thing that I'm most intolerant of, let's put it that way, is disrespectfulness in terms
I'll buy that.
in a lot, in a lot of ways, but how it presents itself to me on a daily basis is with my almost teenage daughter,
Yep. Roger.
who I love more than life itself. But when even if she like scowls at me when she's talking to me, or if she like has even the slightest hint of tone to her voice when she's trying to answer me,
Yep.
I get triggered so hard.
Yeah.
I have to like reel it in, the emotion. It's like, For me, the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 most important thing in the world for a human is to be respectful. Honest to God, like that is just my thing.
Love it.
What about interrupting? Can I interrupt?
I don't even.
I found my hang up, by the way.
What is it? Tell me.
No, so my biggest hang up
Segue.
is... Yeah, I know. I got to come back. No, but I thought of it. I got it. And that is being second guessed. When
I thought you were going to say sex for a second.
I know, sex.
It's
such a hang up.
Second guessing.
Second guessing when I've really like put a lot of thought and effort into something, and then somebody just kind of was like, why don't we do it like this, or change something, or
Yeah. You got to shut it down, right? You make the decision.
How do you shut it
the brain down?
Like, how do you handle it when that happens?
I just entertain people, man. You know what? I just try to. No, I entertain from the standpoint of I try to listen. I really do.
Yeah.
Listening is a great skill.
Because it's.
That is a good skill.
I found that I'm so often wrong that it's probably a good idea to listen to other people.
So are you going to start
Another
practicing the
perspective.
listening skill then?
Instead of
No.
disrupting.
So Danielle, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk some more about Barton. I want to hear about
All
EXP because Barton. works
Yeah, no,
with
EXP.
Realty,
We haven't
and
even
this is
talked
a
about
new-
EXP.
Well, I don't know how new it is. You can educate us, but for me, once I met you, I realized, oh my gosh, there's this other world of real estate out there that, to me, is so interesting. And just a teeny bit of a backstory, because here at Keller Street, we have all types of people who do different things in their work, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, real estate agents sometimes have this reputation of not being cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they just put it out there, like,
Right.
and so I
Really?
I'm a person.
I love real estate agents personally. I think they're fantastic people.
But Barton came in here and he checked out the space and he brought an amazing team in here. And you guys are the freaking bomb, first of all. But as I've gotten to know you and know the way that you guys operate within your work, it's such a different model than what most people really understand as real estate. So I would love for you to explain EXP in general in terms of the model of the business, and then more importantly, your role within that.
I so appreciate that. So EXP, by the way, is EXP Realty. It's a real estate company that was started in 2009 when, obviously after the crash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh man, 09.
yeah, brutal, right?
Yeah.
For a lot of people.
Taking me back. Wow.
Yeah. Especially real estate companies that had big office leases and things like that, and a lot of brick and mortar.
Right.
So Glenn Sanford, the guy that created EXP Realty, said, you know what? We don't need to be brick and mortar anymore. Let's just go into the cloud and be on the cloud, which is great because the brokerage is not really as much the leverage point. It is depending upon where you are in your career and things like that. It can be, but the personality, us as individuals, is really the leverage point for generating business and for being in real estate, right? I mean, people usually don't say, "Okay, Barton, but what company are you with?"
Right. You're Barton.
Yeah. I'm me. I'm Barton. And so I am the business, and EXP actually provides the platform for me to operate my business, which is great because like Google and Apple, they also rev share, they give stock, their stock award programs, they're held on NASDAQ. So in 4 months, I already own over 500 at this point, shares in the company. Of course, this week they're not doing so great.
Yeah.
Again, historically speaking, look at that, folks. But it's just so cool because it gives more to the agents. I have a much more vested interest in EXP Realty because guess what? They're sharing with me.
Right.
And so I told a few folks and they came over to join, and we have really, like you said, a really awesome energy that is just so wonderful at Keller Street Co-work because it fits this energy. And I think hopefully we help support the energy as well, right? Because there's an amazingly diverse group of people here. And that's the thing about real estate agents, right? I mean, it's anybody can get their license. It's not that hard, right? And it's not.
Well, what's
that
interesting
expensive.
is going to kind of the stereotype of real estate agents too, is just what you choose to do in your free time, which is the greater good,
Yeah.
And I mean, which really, I guess if you're playing to that if people are assuming that stereotype, it's the complete opposite of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a quick.
I
It's
felt
not
like
a
I
quick
should
sale.
clarify,
It's
too, what I
it's
said,
relationship, right?
Oh no! I just closed a property. I just closed a client, and I just closed a property for them, and we've known each other for 5 years. They've been kind of looking casually for 5 years. That's not a reflection of my services,
I know.
but they lived in L.A. They
Well
had a home in
done.
L.A.
Yeah.
They were retiring.
Way to really get after it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right, exactly.
Go get her.
But they're some of my all-time favorite clients. And so, but the cool thing is we had a relationship for 4.5 years while they lived in LA, preparing their property to sell it down there. When they got up here, boom, we were in contract and closed within 2.5 months.
Wow.
Right?